is time. This princess cut diamond solitaire ring mounted in 18-carat gold, half a carat, precise and balanced, 50 points of light. I'll start with a professional clean, which it has finished in its sonic bath. Now let's give it a gentle brush. Get under that stone. But this is a mild ultrasonic bath to lift away any residue, followed by a gentle brushing. Place that off to one side as we have finished with that. Now let's dry the piece. But every step we have taken here is to purely cleanse and restore. Okay, that's nicely polished. So let's take a look at the ring itself. Wow. Let me just fix the zoom. Okay, so you should be able to see that. Let me just adjust the lighting. There we go. But the diamond sits proud and square, a perfect princess cut. No table abrasions and no coloured damage. Its symmetry aligns beautiful. The facet junctions are crisp and even. Wow, look at that. Right, so let's measure the 4 C's. Now first, the carat is half a carat of diamond. So that's the weight of the diamond. Now we're going to have a look through the jeweller's loop to work out the colour. So let's bring that close and let's examine the colour. Now that is near colourless. special diamond. So it's a VS1, which has a whisper of inclusion. I can see a few pinpoints in there, but that's about the only inclusions I can see, which can take away, if there's a lot of inclusions, can take away the value of the diamond. But definitely invisible to the naked eye. Now let's check out the cut, which is equally important, and I would grade that as excellent. And that's really where the brilliance begins. Right, so we're just going to put the loop away as we've finished with that. Now, I'm having a few issues with my lighting here, it keeps switching itself off. Right. Now the mount of the ring. Right, let me just see if I can stop that from switching off. Right, I think I've resolved that. Anyway, back to this stunner. So the mount is 18 karat white gold. It's 3.2 grams, hallmarked and solid, and definitely cool to the touch, but gleaming with its natural tone that amplifies the diamond's edge. It's a four-prong set Solitaire princess cut diamond. Okay, so let's give this a little polish. I should have had some food before I started recording. I'm definitely peckish. Okay, let's give this a little polish. So these cloths are impregnated with polish to just add that extra bling, extra shine to the ring. But let's just keep that there while we fill in the relevant paperwork. I'll give that a little clean in a moment. So let's S1. And excellent cut. So we're going to put a valuation on there of, it's going to come in at around 2,500. And the second item, which is the 18k gold, so we'll just put 18 carat white gold. And we'll put that at around about 200. So we're looking at a valuation today of 2,700. But there's definitely something timeless about this, and not just its worth, but just the simplicity of the single stone, and it's given lots of space to breathe. But the princess cut itself was first introduced in the 1960s, but it was engineered to maximize sparkle while preserving weight from the rough, and its square brilliance became a favorite for those who admired symmetry and, of course, the strength of the diamond. But some will say it's the cut of confidence, precise corners, equal facets, order in light. Every reflection does feel intentional, and when the light passes through, there's no confusion, just direction. But that's what a professional clean reveals, not just its beauty, but the truth in every one of those facets. Wow. But I've checked the prongs. Secure, there's no lift at the shoulders, and there's definitely no metal fatigue. And we've already done the magnification of the diamond. I hope you managed to see on camera. But each of those facets did return light exactly as it should, given it's a princess cut, so it will have the symmetry, fire and brilliance on display. I guess you could say it's a perfect balance between refraction and reflection. But when I handle pieces like this, I'm reminded just how these gemstones are just a single stone, and yet within it, infinite light paths. You can look at this gemstone on different days and it will behave completely different. But that's the professional clean, complete the valuation, confirmed the diamond restored to its rightful brilliance. And with that, this piece returns home, back to its radiant state, and my treasured customer, right, let's gift, or let's wrap this ready to be sent back. So, in order to do that, let's valuation there. Let's give this a final buff. There we go. We'll just discard that. And we've got a little red envelope here. It's soft. I believe red envelope in China is lucky, is that not? But somebody's very lucky to have such a beautiful piece of jewellery, and this is one of my customers' engagement ring. Now, because markets change, value of jewellery changes as well, so it's always best to keep your valuations up to date for insurance purposes, especially for an expensive piece of jewellery like this. So let's get a little envelope here. Not an envelope, it's a bag, I guess. And yes, that's all I need. But I hope you are all doing really well. I seem to be back into the swing of making videos again. Although this weekend the video wasn't looking very likely. As we had a bit of a disaster. So, we had some really bad weather, biblical rainfall, and it knocked out the whole internet. So it tripped just one section of the house, and that's where the router was based. So it was looking like I wouldn't be able to record, but I managed to fix it. A jeweller, no doubt. It's amazing what you can find out on good old YouTube to fix something. So, what could have cost potentially hundreds to have an electrician fix it, I was able to do it myself. So, I'm always happy to save some money, as we all are. But let's finally put a little sticker on there. So that will be heading back off to my treasured customer, and I hope you have enjoyed the valuation process and the gentle sounds that it makes, and the whispering. Like I say, I am back to making a video every week, so if you enjoy this content and you find it relaxing, then let me know. A thumbs up is always appreciated, and if you would just subscribe and leave me a comment, I'd love to know what your engagement ring is, or what is your favourite gemstone. Have I featured it on my channel if you watch regularly? If not, let me know what it is, and I will do my utmost to get the gem in, and we can explore that one together also. So we'll get this handed over to my customer who has had it valued before, but that was over 3.5 years ago, the last valuation, so she sent it in to be revalued again. So I guess that wraps everything up. As always, I've been your host, Alexander Stone.